Evening all, welcome to our latest edition of Big Games Players with my co-hosts Banjo and Dr. Roo.
Good evening,
Evening,
Super.
Super. How
Good
are you,
evening, Roo.
mate?
How we
You
doing,
good?
guys?
Yeah, good. Ban, you good?
All very well, thanks yourself.
Yeah, not bad, mate. Not bad. Not bad. In the full festive swing now.
Yes, that's
Full
good to hear.
festive swing, yeah.
I
How's it
love
all going?
Christmas.
Yeah,
Yeah. I love this period, mate.
Oh, Roo, did you say you like Christmas?
Here we go. Yeah. I love Christmas. Full of joy, full of
Is
cheer.
it the only time of the year you're not angry?
No, mate. No, Easter's another one I quite enjoy as well.
You quite like Easter, well, at
You
least
know what it
twice a
is? I think
year.
it's to do with my name. You know, seasonally it comes out. Christ by name, Christ by nature.
Okay, well, it's good to know a couple of times a year you're
Yeah,
full of beans.
yeah, I'm good. What
Good.
about you, sir? Are you more Scrooge or more like I don't know, happy,
I'm quite a
clappy?
chilled. I'm quite a chilled guy on the whole, obviously.
Yeah.
well, I'm not sure about
Yeah,
that.
do you know what I mean, Ben? Ben, you strike me as someone that gets involved, mate. You enjoy this time of year?
I do love this time of year. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, no, it's great. Great.
Good.
It's always
What are
good,
we
isn't it?
saying he gets
It's the
involved in?
most wonderful
The full
time. Sorry,
time of the year. There you go, Super. Little song for you.
sorry, mate. We try. We
That's
try.
just ruined my whole. That's just maybe ruined my whole Christmas there, hearing that
Poor
rendition.
fella's eardrums have just popped. Anyway,
Yeah.
all right, let's go.
Right, let's go. Let's start top three. Top three, 3 wins.
More of the same. More of the same.
Roo, take us away, Arsenal.
Again, a very similar script to last week. I strongly feel that you got to give them credit because they're winning the games. That's the bare minimum. But in terms of belief, momentum, confidence, they're the ones that are seriously looking over their shoulder. I thought this week definitely.
But going away to Everton, right? That's not an easy fixture.
Listen, you 100% agree, but you have to look at the dynamics, and I harp on about this every so often, but timing is everything in football. They ended up playing them with Ndiaye, African nations, Dewsbury Hall injured. There was a couple of other bits and pieces that weren't quite right. I think Branthwaite wasn't playing, so it was a great time to play him. That
Who's
said, you got
jumped,
to do the job.
who's jumped up with their hands like that?
He's an idiot, O'Brien.
O'Brien.
And you know why he's an idiot? I'll tell you why. That itself is stupidity. But I reckon it was a penalty on Gyökeres with the ball that led up to that corner, where the cross has come in. Gyökeres is going to tap it in, and he's kind of pushed him a little bit, whatever. All right, he's got away with it. Literally from the resulting corner, he jumps up like Superman.
Maybe,
You can't
maybe,
do that
maybe,
stuff.
maybe it was a conscience,
Maybe
guilty
it's this
conscience.
time of the year, isn't it?
Or you
Christmas time.
didn't get the penalty there. Maybe I'll give it to you now.
Yeah, it was awful. It was like, we've been on the other end of that a few times, and it's, yeah, you can't help but think stupidity is the only word that can explain it.
And Banjo, what's your thoughts there with the Arsenal game? You
I thought this. I don't think the performance was that great, but a slightly different take than Rue. It was difficult. Man City winning earlier in the day and going top. The pressure was on Arsenal, I think, and going away to Everton. I know it's not Goodison Park, but still away to Everton, who are a decent side. I know they were missing players, but that was always going to be a tough gig. And they managed to get the 3 points. I guess clean sheet is what counts at the end of the day. You keep a clean sheet, and you've always got a chance of winning the game, and that's what they did. So was it pretty?
Man,
I did think.
I'm not taking anything away from the result. I think absolute credit to them. You've got to deliver, and they did. I'm just thinking from from what we've seen from Everton this season, when they have a Dewsbury Hall and an Ndiaye at home, they bounce. Without them two, and I think they brought in McNeil, who I literally forgot he was playing up until he got subbed. Like, he was that poor, that quiet. And then the other one they brought in for Dewsbury Hall was the South American sounding player.
Alcaraz.
Who? Yeah, another one. Nothing. And to be honest, I've been a bit critical of him, but probably the guy that gave him a little bit of threat, if you're going to call it that, was Barry, because he put himself about. But there was nothing. It was just trying to, outmuscle the two centre backs. That was crap.
Yeah.
Well, look, I mean, it's no shock that Arsenal won, right? And I'm actually looking for our predictions somewhere, but amongst some, I'm hoping one of you to have written them down. But
Don't you worry, mate. I've got them.
You've got him great.
I've got him,
Dr.
mate.
Ru's got us covered.
I promise
He's on a comeback, mate. He's on a comeback.
I promise you I've got him.
Oh, you've got him. You had a good week, did you? We'll come on to it.
Oh,
Okay. Right. So no surprise Arsenal won. I'm sure, But let's now move on. Man City, absolutely purring at the moment, right?
Yeah.
So you talk about a sweet spot. You talk about I don't want an international break. That's probably Man City right now, yeah?
In addition to that, when they say this time of year, thick and fast, to them it's music to their ears. They do not want this juggernaut to stop. It is like, I can't see at the moment a weak spot in that team.
Well,
all I'm seeing is positives.
Rui, I'll come back to you for a minute, but Banjo, what's your...
I think
things you don't want to see win the league?
No, but they're starting to motor now, aren't they? They're getting the consistency in the game. They're winning games quite comfortably now, whereas earlier in the season, they were winning games, or the games they were winning were becoming a bit of a battle as well. But listen, Haaland again with 2 goals. Cherky is now purring, and like Dr. Ru says, that they're looking strong all over the pitch. And they've got the squad, I think, to maintain it. So even though it's like the Christmas period is coming up and there's going to be many games, and obviously it's going to be a bit of a ding-dong, I believe, between Arsenal and Man City, I think City will be able to cope well in the next few weeks. And it'd be interesting to see where they are in January, the two teams, as they come out of this period. And I think that's going to be quite telling for how the season's going to end, in my view.
Haaland, 38 goals.
Yeah, phenomenal.
Club and country.
Phenomenal. He could well be the difference between the two teams at the end.
Well, you just got to make sure up the 2 centre forwards at the moment.
At what stage are we looking at this guy as arguably the best Premiership striker?
I've said to you a few times, as a centre forward, as a striker.
I want a goal scorer.
He is the best.
He's still a goal scorer.
Yeah, he's the best.
Goal scoring forward. Here's Erling Haaland, the best one to have graced a Premiership.
Yep. And you know what? I called him a one-trick pony, and I always come out with stuff about his 10 touches in a game and all that. He's actually getting better. I've seen him link up a little bit more. I've seen him score, different style goals now. He's actually assisting. He assisted at the weekend, which would never be his game. Lovely little ball in from Cherky. First time pass into Reinders. Reinders finishes. He is frighteningly good. And he's, like I said, and we forget how young he is.
So when we talk Premiership strikers, we're obviously in the conversation, you start thinking your Alan Shearers, your Harry Kanes.
Yep.
Henry, I guess to a degree, but he was more like from wide coming in.
I wouldn't put Henry in that.
Henry's a forward.
Yeah, from an Arsenal point of view, I would say their best ever striker, from an Arsenal point of view, is probably Ian Wright. I would say as a striker.
He's better than Ian Wright, Erling Haaland.
Definitely.
We're not asking who's better out of Ian Wright and Erling Haaland, obviously. But is he better than Harry Kane?
Yeah.
He's not a better footballer than a Harry Kane.
Agreed, but he said
Harry Kane's an all-round textbook striker. If anything, no. Alan Shearer was a textbook striker. Harry Kane's even more than that because I think he drops into the 10 role really well, and he could ping passes and
Banjo.
Open teams up.
But the question's clear. Who's the best goal scorer of the Premiership this season?
Goal scorer.
It's got to be Ban.
If he's not, he's got the potential to be. He's.
What do you mean if he's not?
Yeah, I'd go far say probably. Yeah.
Who are you still putting as ahead of him?
Like
who are you thinking of?
You got to remember, Super, Banks coming from the camp of if he threw like a Van Nistelrooy in the mix.
Yeah, Nistelrooy was a great goal scorer.
He scored half the goals. He scored half the goals Ireland had.
Van Nistelrooy was mustard,
He scored bundles. I'd love to see the difference.
Bundles?
But the thing is, no.
What, goals per game?
Show me the stat.
Let's not even go down that road. I'm telling you right now, if we do goals per game, it'll be...
It's not going to be miles different if it is different.
It'll be different enough.
He's superb.
If anyone's listening, post it. Let us know. Yeah. Give us the info. But I'll give it to Haaland as well. He's going to get even better. I believe. But do you know what? Going back to him as a footballer, I don't think it matters too much to Pep because I think the way they play to his strengths. They just want him maybe not getting too much involved in what's going on elsewhere.
Man, I don't
Suarez
think it matters. I don't think Pep's having sleepless nights about it, but if he's seeing him add that to his game, he can only be happy about it.
Yeah, he can only be happy about it.
I always said he was a little bit I have
to say...
Go on.
I was going to say, he's not just pace and finish, he's got great movement in and around the box as well.
Yeah. Right.
Great movement. He's very clever. The way he gets in between two centre-halves as well. It makes it a lot easier for the player who's picking him out, who's finding that pass to him as well. So you've got to give him credit for that as well. But he's powerful. He's just a powerhouse. He's a powerhouse. His movement's great. He's fast and he's got brilliant finishing and he's great in the air as well. So, listen, I will give him the best goal scorer in the Premier League scene. I will. But he's still got a few more years to go.
You know what I think, Ben? I think injury permitting, he'll break Shearer's record.
Oh, all day.
I don't think he's got no interest in going anywhere else.
No, all day. But Harry Kane would have done it as well had he not left.
And he may well still come back and try his best. I mean...
Yeah. Listen, not taking anything away from Haaland. I think.
What do you think, Super? Do you think he's the best?
No, but I don't even think it's as close as what you boys. I know you're trying to make a conversation of it. I don't think it's as close as some of these people. And I'm not disrespecting your Van Nistelrooys, your Harry Kanes, your Shearers, your strikers. I'm not disrespecting them. And by the way, Liverpool have had a few over the years, like Fowler, Torres. There's been people that have come and gone that have, but this guy just he just seems
he's a machine.
Invincible, and it's
when
phenomenal. Like you talk about the specimen and the
it's phenomenal.
He's
only going to get better as well. I'm telling you, he's only going to get better. He's got age on his side.
What is he now? 23, 24, or is he older?
No, he can't be much older.
Around that age, he can't be much older.
Wow.
All right. Probably not.
But they're in the ascendancy now. I know they're behind, and I know they were on the top for a couple of minutes, but they're definitely they've put the fear of God.
Do you think they're in the box seat? Do you think they are?
I think so. I think so. And you heard the stat the other day, right? So Arsenal have been top at Christmas 5 times in the Premier League, and they've lost it every time.
Yeah, I know.
So that these sort of things just play on your mind.
And they've probably got the one team. Yeah, they've probably got the one team who they don't want chasing them.
100%.
Let's
be on their tails, isn't it?
Yeah. Brings us on to the third party within 3 points. Aston Villa not going away.
I think I'm going to let Ban talk about this because the game I watched was predominantly all United, and I would say it's Rodgers 2, Man United 1. That's how it looked to me.
But got to give credit to Villa. 10 wins on the trot, Premier League. That is phenomenal, man.
Amazing.
That is unbelievable. Brilliant. If we're going to go over the game as well, I thought United were pretty good. They controlled most of the game. But Rodgers, 2 unbelievable goals. The first one especially, I thought, which probably from United's point of view could have been prevented if we defended it better, got out to him better and quicker with a bit more desire and intensity. But credit to Villa. Their home record in particular is unbelievable. Do I think they could carry on and chase Arsenal and City? I think they're going to tail off eventually, literally because I don't think they've got the squad for it.
Yeah.
Whereas I think Arsenal and Man City do. But nevertheless, they've been absolutely fantastic. And the confidence must be sky high. And credit to the manager.
Yeah.
So were United the better team yesterday?
For the game I watched, I thought they were.
Yeah.
And although you have to cater for the squad you pick, they knew, for example, Ahmad and Buemo and Mazraoui are going African. They know that. Yeah. But at the same time, that weren't United's strongest team. You take that into account. I think Bruno Fernandes went off at half-time injured with a hamstring injury.
Elliott and Maguire have been out.
The conductor of the orchestra.
One to play instead of the 2. Yeah, because we've got 2 youngsters at the back, which is, even though I thought Aidan Heaven played well. But the thing is, you do need a bit of experience back there. Yeah. But there was a lot of, from a United fan, there was a lot of encouraging signs. The performances in the last 2 games have been good. And I've always banged on when United fans have been saying, no, keep hammering. I wasn't hammering out, by the way, but I was asking, I want to see the evidence. Where's the evidence? Where are you saying, how can you see us getting better? Please explain. In the last 2 games, the performances I think that you can hang on to those and think, wait, look, the team, we're actually going in the right direction with the right personnel and having players come back from injuries. So that's been encouraging.
Next game's massive, though, man.
You've got one
point.
point.
Yeah, this is the problem. We're not really picking up the points.
Guys, you've got 1 point.
Well, that's it's a performance-driven industry. We know that.
We've played amazing, but you've got 1 point.
But what I'm saying is, Mal, I know people say it's a results game.
Encouraged by that.
Yeah, I know it's a results game, 100%, right? But at the same time, I reckon look, it's a difficult one, right? Because we're in this similar boat. If I said to you, Ban, you had played absolutely dog shite, but won the last 2 games, or you played the way you have and walked away with 1.
You want the points. You do want the points. But I'm going to compare the situation, going back to when Arteta first took over and when Klopp took over, in comparison to, say, Amorim last season. They got time, but at the same time, the Liverpool fans and the Arsenal fans were encouraged by the performances, even if initially the results weren't there. This is what's happening at the moment with Amorim.
I think it's a bit... No, I think it's a little bit different.
Better, and you can see a system of play.
It was different with Klopp. There was a system of play. Secondly, he was getting to
there's
finals.
A system of play now. You can see it.
He was getting to finals as soon as he got there.
And Amorim got to the final last season.
Yeah.
And...
No,
right, we lost it. No. All
right,
you can't have it one way and not have it the other.
Fair enough.
You've just mentioned 2 things which I've just told you.
But you didn't see the style.
Yeah.
I'm seeing the style now.
And he lost to a shitty Spurs side.
But now we're seeing the style.
He lost to a shitty Spurs side.
This is what I'm saying. We're talking about now. I've seen
the for me though, Ban.
Can't have it one way and not the other, Super.
The only damning stat, and he needs to address that, is I think I heard it's like, is it 6 clean sheets in 48 Premier League games?
Yeah, we're struggling at the back.
Yeah, and I know he's had injuries, but...
Yeah, when we went on that 5-game unbeaten run, defensively...
Anyway, guys...
But anyway, I think we've lost a bit of experience about this.
We're talking too long on this United subject.
That's the thing. But anyway,
the only thing I'm interested in talking right now, the best thing out of the game, and we're not talking about it. Let's talk Morgan Rodgers.
Brilliant.
That's all we should be talking about here.
You've opened the topic the last 3 or 4 weeks about number 10s in England. At the moment, he's got the shirt. He's got the shirt.
Do you think he's ahead of everyone?
100%. If the World Cup started tomorrow, he's wearing a number 10 shirt.
I was out, but I saw his first goal. That first goal, I was sitting there watching it, and I was wowing to myself because it was...
The second. Have you seen the second?
Not yet, no.
Yeah, I still think both goals were defensive errors.
Pretty similar, man. Pretty similar.
It's the way he pulled it down.
Again,
pulled it
Euro
down.
should have gone over, and Dalot should have gone over quicker, and for the second goal. So from a United point of view, could have done better and should have done better there. But you can't take anything away from him.
Rodgers is brilliant.
Can he get everything he needs at Aston Villa?
Yeah, I think you're jumping the gun. Why should he move? Relax. He's played for
he didn't say move, man. I know we had that chat.
I mean, he said that last week. I know what he's getting at.
No. Can he get everything he needs?
No.
At Aston Villa?
For now?
Not mid to long term, no.
But for now, yes.
For now, I think he's in the right place, yeah.
I don't even think he should move in the summer. He's playing for a team who's doing really, really well. Eventually, that cycle for Aston Villa will end when it comes to the time when the manager's going to go eventually, because that's what's going to happen. But these clubs playing in Europe, it looks like they'll be playing Champions League next season as well. Why move?
Why are you getting rid of their manager?
I'm not getting rid of their manager, but it's not going to be forever, is it?
Well, nothing's forever in life.
No, so
you know what I find
he does need to move eventually, yes. But for now, next season, no, he's going to be in the Champions League. He's happy there.
What I find fascinating is, and I think we spoke about it briefly many episodes ago, is 2 of the best number 10s in the country, 2 of the best players in the country, on their day, arguably in the top 5 in the country, were Man City players in Rodgers and Palmer. And they've let them both go. Yeah. And I would say if you told Pep now, I mean, if you look at his team, the reason I said about moving, Ban, is I would think he slots into that Man City midfield perfectly now. You've got a very old Bernardo Silva. You've got Rodri, big question mark. You've got the other guy. He'd be perfect in that midfield. You know,
he would, but I sometimes think for him personally, don't rock the boat. Where you are is working. You're getting all the.
This is his second season at Villa, isn't it?
Yeah, he only emerged last season.
Yeah.
He's probably going to be most likely. He's going to be playing Champions League football next season.
Yeah.
He's in the hunt for the title as we speak now.
Yeah.
He's
You know what it is,
top
man?
in the England team.
what it is,
Because
man.
when I'm a football
Why rock the
player,
boat? Why rock the boat?
because when I'm a footballer, my career is not unlimited.
Yeah.
And if I've got a chance
I
for
actually
bigger and better
believe it's
right
better.
now, I have to go and take it.
But
No, I
I
agree.
believe the best thing for him is to stay in
No, I
terms
tell you
of
what,
his
Ben,
career.
I'm thinking something we're not taking into account here. I think as a player, what Super's saying is right, but from the club, you need to see ambition. And because of this whole hands is tied thing, they can't spend and all that.
Oh, I get that.
He's probably going to look at it in the summer and think, well, I've had the same landscape for 2 years now. Literally not much has changed personnel-wise at
He's only
Villa.
been playing for 2 years. But for
I know,
me,
mate, but come
he's
on,
only been playing
man.
2 years. So why not play a third there?
I think
Comfortable.
Banjo's got you've got an alternate motive here, Banjo, with your
No,
argument.
there's no motive.
Because you know your team is going nowhere, and you're thinking people should
another
stick
season
around.
of experience at Villa.
No, you want people to stick around at your team. And because you want people to stick around at your team going nowhere, that's where you're arguing for.
No, he called us the biggest club in the country yesterday.
Nah.
Who did?
Rodgers in his interview. He goes, Playmate, we just beat the biggest team in the country.
Biggest team? Biggest in what way?
Wow, we're
going. He said it. Why don't you ask Rodgers? Why don't you ask Rodgers?
On the pitch.
Why
haven't been big on the pitch for a long time.
I'm trying to say to you, he should stay for one more season.
What for?
To gain another year where he's comfortable.
Why he has a shit?
He'll gain even more experience.
And why he has a shit season?
He'll be playing at the highest level in the Champions League. He's got himself in the England squad. One more season.
One last thing, Ben.
1 minute.
He's still young.
Guys.
3 seasons at Villa. Then move on.
And why he has a shit season?
Well,
there's more chance of moving and having a shit season elsewhere.
What if he stays for one more season and he has a shit season?
It's more of a risk to leave and go and have a shit season elsewhere. That's my view. This is why I'm saying he should have one more season.
Can I just say one more thing, Ban and Super, because Super touched upon something quite interesting there. You know, before this run, there was a spell in, I think, in the third or fourth game, they were booing him. Their own fans were booing him simply because he was not quite playing well.
I didn't know this.
Backwards and square. There wasn't too much jeopardy in his football. Form is a massive part. You know, it's I don't know. I think it's easier to be consistent.
Well, no,
I think why rock the boat when you don't have to?
Look,
another season, get your experience, and then,
you guys aren't raving.
You're ready. Right. You've matured.
Yeah, but right now you're not raving about Cole Palmer.
No,
he's brilliant.
But you're not raving about him recently, are you?
But that's what I'm saying. It's a form thing. It's the
correct.
Yeah, I agree.
You get what you can in the game. You get what you can when you can.
Sometimes timing is important as well.
But that's why the likes of Salah are the stature they're at, because you're not talking about one season or bits and pieces.
The very best players
the very best do it season in, season out.
I always believe that. But I also believe timing. Timing's the right
100%.
You can move too soon. You can move to the wrong club and under certain circumstances, whatever. Right now, I think the safest bet is for him to be at Villa, keep doing what you're doing, get another season under your belt, get your goals, get.
Before we move on, Ban, one last question on it. Before we move on.
But Banjo, you're saying this. 1 minute. Banjo's saying this like one more season. Banjo, we're not even halfway through this season, and you're trying to sell him one more after this season.
But why should he go? They're most likely going to be in the Champions League.
No, Ban. Well, this is what I was going to say to you. Before we move on, don't you think there's those little caveats? If they don't make top four,
that's a different story.
Yeah,
that's a different story.
Yeah, and although I agree with timings, what you said, I think landscapes are important, man.
Of course.
If they're not in the top four and like a City are knocking on the door saying, come home.
That's a bit different. That's a bit different. Because he might go to the World Cup and smash it up as well.
Yeah.
Right, but I'm talking right now.
Yes.
Right now. What you can see Villa doing.
He's definitely at the best place right now.
He's at the best place for him.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Okay.
He's been brilliant.
And he's got a great manager with him as well.
Yeah.
Spurs Liverpool.
Yeah.
Boy, yeah.
Go on, lads, leave this one to you guys.
Mal, you give us a bit of insight first, mate.
Well, for the last half hour, I missed a bit because I was half cut. Christmas party.
Okay.
So, well, let's start with, look, my biggest take from
the game. Let's switch Rue. He's not qualified to answer this question. He didn't watch the game. He ain't got a clue.
Yeah,
he probably check the results the next day.
My biggest thing is, I just want to comment on Isak. I think he's cursed, poor guy. I think, he's coming at half time, scores 0-0. his breakthrough moment, arguably his biggest moment in a red shirt.
Definitely.
You know, biggest moment in a red shirt, exactly what you've paid the money for. The run, the through ball from Verts, like it's Ekatike, like we before we got on air, we spoke, we said, the three big signings, Ekatike to Verts with the through ball that, we saw so many times for Germany and Leverkusen. Is that running onto it, Bosch finish? Exactly what you've paid that big money for, those moments. And just like that.
And then they go in an instant. Yeah.
And just like that, broken leg.
Is that confirmed?
Well,
no, but the rumours are strong, man, and it's just how bad it is.
Arguably going to be out for months, and I don't know. I think the guy's cursed. He's unlucky. I don't know. And then obviously from there, you carry on, Rue. I've got more thoughts, but come on.
The game itself followed a lot of the games recently. The narratives of like when we went to Leeds and so on, the Sunderland at home to an extent is shocking football. Like shocking football from both teams. We knew Spurs were coming into it in a similar negative vein of form, but we were awful. We were just backwards and square, pedestrian. The turning point was Simmons. My instinct is 100% he didn't mean it. But what he's even doing, going in like that, is crazy. And we've seen red cards many, many times for that. So that was fair. Then, like as Super says, we changed it at half time. I thought he might have taken Konate off, but he didn't. He took off Bradley.
I think Bradley got injured, Rui.
But he played on the last five, and he looked and I weren't sure, but I think that was the reason, Super. And then again, it's a little bit samey. We had a little bit more punch. Spurs had now, so there was no worries. We get the goal, he's injured obviously, and then we get the second, which I hold my hands up, literally in this instance, it's prevalent to hold your hands up. I thought it was a push. I think Ekatike pushed Romero enough to be a foul. We've played the game, right? We know it's a push, but we got away with it. Yeah, we got away with it. And then you're thinking, if any Liverpool fan says to me when Spurs scored that we weren't all like having alarm bells, they'd be lying, right? We're in cruise control. They bring on Donkey, who I can't stand him as a footballer, Richarlison. Yeah, he starts to ruffle feathers, gets his goal, and before you know it, it looks like we're the ones with 10. And I'm like, what is going on, boys? I mean, I've been fighting corners recently about confidence and fragility. But all of you, is it no one that can just pull you to one side and say, we are with 10 men here, let's calm down?
Rue, is this... the big question
at the moment, that's why.
There's a big question here.
Yeah.
Is this manager's orders, like drop, or is this literally the team were just getting overrun?
It's the players, man, because I tell you why, it's not even drop. We had counter-attacking moments where you had 4 against a 2 and a 3, and they just got past to each other. It feels like someone's put the fear of God up their arse for the last few minutes, and then they lose another one to the most stupid. I think
in those moments, what Liverpool fans will realise, that's where you need a Mo Salah.
Yeah,
if you're telling me there's 4v2 breaks, that's where you need Mo Salah on the pitch.
I think that's where you need someone in the midfield who could get hold of the ball.
Yeah, I was going to say, who would have been great in that game?
The numerical advantage.
But that's where,
just keep the ball,
you say that, Banjo, but that's where McAllister for the last 2, however long, that's what he does.
I'll tell you one thing,
it wasn't happening on Sunday. On Saturday,
you always say to me, "Oh, Chris, you always." I'm going to be honest with you here. When you say about Slot, sometimes I think what he could have bloody said to him as the manager is, "Don't attack, just calm down, just knock it, make the pitch wide, and just play him out the game." But we wanted to go and get another goal. Yeah, there's no reason to.
No.
And then they go down, like I said, to 9, and you're thinking it's got to be game done. And they're the team that have had better opportunities at the end.
Yeah.
And the reason I'm frustrated is because I look at them and I think the newbies and newbies, potentially it's a new thing for them. But come on, Virgil. Come on, son. Come on, Robertson. Pull them by the bloody, you know what I mean? And tell them, relax. Henderson he threw one out at one point that just went nowhere. And I'm like, what are you doing, Alex?
Just out of interest, did he, because he did something in the previous game, which I didn't like at all, against Brighton, I believe it was. he put Robertson on ahead of in front of Kirkes.
Yeah,
Is that what he did again at the weekend?
No. No, I think Kirkes. No. Kirkes was on. I think he might have done. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think he might have done.
Just Slot, Arnie.
Yeah.
Someone get this podcast to Arnie. Stop doing that.
Yeah.
Robbo is not a winger. In actual fact, if you're going to do it, if you want those two on the pitch, maybe do it the other way around, where the other one's got a bit more legs.
Yeah.
And let Kirkes go.
Yeah. But the bottom line is not to harp on about Liverpool too long. You
won. It's a good.
Yeah, we are definitely. We're in a weird state of God knows what. But results are coming.
You're starting to get your wins.
Yeah, and we've got. If we don't beat Wolves at home on the 20 whatever it is, then I'm not coming on here ever again. Right? I'm just telling you.
1 minute. I want to talk about something. We can't let this part go. We've said about Liverpool, yeah, and for me, I've said for a while, and I'll stick with it. Slot needs to go.
Yeah,
I don't like his football. I do not like his football. What Rue was saying there, I do not like his football. Don't like his team selections a lot of the time. I don't like his football a lot of the time. Yeah. But anyway, that's a conversation for a different day. And we've had that one. They'll be back and forth. He's getting results now, which is good. I want to go on the other. I want to look at the other team because obviously we spoke about Thomas Frank and we spoke about this and that ill-disciplined performance of Spurs. Is this okay?
I felt for him on this one.
Simons, I agree with you, Rue. Maybe a bit unfortunate.
I still think that was a red card, though.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying maybe a bit unfortunate. He raked the back of Van Dijk's car. Fair enough, But Romero, is he skippering this team?
Yeah,
Romero's lunatic. He's a lunatic.
This guy, you're letting this guy captain your team.
He's a liability, absolute liability.
By the way, I think he's a really good centre back.
Yeah, but come on,
he's a lunatic, man. He's a lunatic. Crazy. And you talk about ill discipline. The worst one of all for me wasn't even spoken about. Bentancur on Kirkes.
I was going to suggest
disgusting, absolutely disgusting.
Even when Richarlison got his goal, he's still like.
Tell me about it. He was choking. He was on the floor at the time. Not like that, but he was. What was he doing?
I don't know.
They beat themselves on Saturday.
But it's Frank telling them, "I want aggressive football."
No, I don't know. I just think they're all disciplined. I don't.
You know what it is, Sue? I genuinely think Romero sets the tone and they follow.
Yeah, he's the captain.
He sets the tone and they follow.
I mean, he got played, right? Canate just played him.
That's stupidity. I don't think
he's just an idiot.
I think he's an idiot. I think that was stupid. One thing I will ask you to, obviously, it's in a different form, but are Spurs having the same season as last season?
Yeah, but you know what my answer to that is going to be?
Results-wise, they are.
I would say so in Newcastle. Yeah. Same shit to both teams. Newcastle's showing a little bit more.
1 minute, Rue. Why are you bringing Newcastle up? He's our Spurs.
No, I just it's my same. I say it every week.
What do you think?
By the way, Liverpool
results-wise, they're having the same season as last season.
Liverpool are up to 5th.
All right, Sue, but let's keep it storm a little bit. It's not Spurs, 5th. We're 5th. No, yeah, we're 5th. Yeah.
Spurs 13th.
Yeah, Newcastle.
11th.
How many games in are we?
17.
17 games in, and Spurs are 13th.
Yeah.
So maybe that's their level, guys.
Yeah,
maybe they are a mid-table team. Maybe everyone just.
I'm not saying they're not. I'm saying they haven't really improved from last season, have they?
Yeah.
Well, they have.
You know what,
Super? 17th last year.
I think they look a mid-table team. Their performances suggest that too. But again, I go on about it. If I look at it clean slate, there's a lot of those players I like in that team. Like you said, you liked Thing as a centre back, Romero. I love Van der Ven. I think he's a lovely centre back. You
can have Van der Ven and Romero all you like, and maybe that centre back partnership isn't a bad partnership. But when you're going into battle with Jed Spence as your fullback, when you're going to battle with Vicario as your goalkeeper.
Was Porro playing?
I agree, but that last season, or maybe the season before, I can't remember, people were waxing lyrical about Udogie and Porro. Udogie was a good left back. People were saying he's gone off the radar.
Yeah, but I think those two boys are good fullbacks in a team where you've got proper protection And that Paulinho, I think, is falling a bit short in that situation.
He's short,
right now.
but again, five games into the season, everyone was saying Sarr was probably the best player that started the season.
Yeah,
I know he's gone AFCON, but he's fallen off.
This is what I was going to suggest. Yeah, this is what I was going to suggest. You're looking at the back four, but how about the protection in front of it? Yeah. I don't think they're defending well enough as a team. And for me, going forward, they're lacking a lot as well.
Let's lose another couple of games, which they will in the next 2 or 3, and we'll get a Spurs fan on to laugh at.
I'm going to say something now. I reckon this is a big statement, but maybe Frank's the next manager to lose his job.
Wow.
And the reason I say that, the only other one I think that is close, and it's such a merry-go-round down there, is West Ham's manager.
Well,
you're thinking Arnie Slot? You think Slot's safe?
Nah, I think we're a different entity, mate. We'll let him carry it through.
Slot's safer than Frank, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, and then who's the West Ham guy? I forget the Wolves guy.
Nuno.
Yeah, I think he might go again.
I don't think he's in danger, is he?
Mate, they are dog shite. They are relegation friends. I mean, if you look at that league table you got there.
Yeah, but they've in the last 3-4 games, they've played Liverpool, they've played City. It's not easy games they've got. They've played Villa, who we're saying are one of the form teams.
They've got nothing.
I think in his defence as well, he hasn't got a lot of quality to work with.
But, they brought him in to do more than sitting.
He hasn't got a defence, has he?
Mavropanos, you keep mentioning him. Anyway, it is what it is.
Going on to that, let's carry on, guys. Newcastle-Chelsea.
Brilliant game of football.
Good Saturday lunchtime game.
Brilliant game of football.
The cult hero, Voltemada, getting proceedings off.
He's back.
Did you guys see the interview after the game with Crouch?
No.
So where he's all his level he goes when he's been playing, his nickname's always been Crouchy. So when he first started, he weren't sure about it, but obviously YouTube stuff, he goes to Crouch, you're the only player the same height as me who's good with your feet. And Crouch is giving it, he's loving it. And he goes like, I don't want to say I moulded myself on your game, but you was definitely someone I looked up to because everyone else was either big and strong or just not very good with their feet. But he goes, you was the one that stood out. And all his mates, throughout all his career sort of thing, have called him Crouchy. And it was the first time they met. And Crouchy was laughing, saying like, "Oh, look at my son," and all that sort of stuff. And it was a nice moment. But
I'll tell you something though, Newcastle must be pleased with the bit of business they've done in the summer, though, isn't it? Well, considering how things have turned out, like Isak's moved on for a lot of money, he's injured.
Well, the other thing with Voltemada,
he's been brilliant, really.
Well, the other thing with Voltemada, which is interesting, is you're going to give him his praise. Chris, Dr. Roo, no doubt, is going to give him his flowers, as he calls it. He loves to bring some flowers to the show.
Yeah, I love giving him flowers.
It's like Chelsea flowers.
What's he done wrong?
Sometimes.
What's he done wrong?
Anyway,
he's done something wrong.
Hear me out.
Yeah.
Missed a couple of big chances, though, right, before half-time. Could have put the game out of sight.
Yeah, he could have done. But they should have done collectively, Super. To lose a 2-0 goal lead where...
No, I understand that, but... I'm saying Baltimore's great.
How did that happen? I have to be honest. I went and watched Barnet on Saturday, so I only watched the first half. And Newcastle were flying 2-0.
Yeah.
And it was only one winner for me. They were so dominant in that first half. And the next thing I hear is 2-2. And I'm like, how the hell did that happen? What happened? Was it a different Chelsea? He came on because he was on the bench, wasn't he?
And he just benched some of that, mate.
Just before he came on, because Enzo stripped and then he got his top back on. But... obviously, they got the free kick on the edge of the box.
Yeah, that
Reece James, fabulous. Got strike from Reece James for the record.
Yeah, I do think the keeper was a little bit to blame.
But it came off the post as well, Roo.
Yeah.
So, caught the post. So, your keeper will do well to keep a shot out that's come off the post. But on top of that, you then get Pedro with long punt. I mean, he headed it back into play. The defender slipped, admittedly, but... good goal from João Pedro. And then we had a few moments. There was a couple of VAR moments in there, right?
Come on, man. 100% penalty.
Gordon.
100%. What is Chalobah doing? What is he doing?
Why is it not? But there's an inconsistency. Why is that not given a pen?
Listen, Super, actually, we said about...
I agree with you, by the way.
Yeah, we said O'Brien stupidity with his hands up, right?
Yeah.
That almost is like, all right, he's gone up there, he's an idiot, he's caught the ball unlucky to an extent, like, it's stupidity. what Chalobah did is beyond stupidity. I don't even know what the word is. He's an idiot. He got away with it. I don't understand how. Maybe the refs missed it.
We can't go around the show calling people idiots non-stop.
No, we can. Chalobah is an idiot, right? And if anyone wants to liability take me, whatever. Well, let's deal with it then.
It's an opinion, isn't it?
It was pathetic. How is that not a penalty?
Yeah.
And was it a 2-1 at the time or 2-2? 2-2, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I
think it was 2-2. So come on, man.
And then towards the end, Harvey Barnes was that a
James? I mean, that's less of a there is an argument either way, but come on, Reece, man, because he made a brilliant tackle just before that, and I thought, you know what, that's the Reece James I like. Every attribute of that game was superb, but that at the end could have easily gone the other way. It's fine lines, but
good game of football, though, yeah. On the day, good game of football.
Brilliant game of football. Superb. Loved every minute.
Good way. If you're going to start the weekend with a game, that's a good way to start the weekend. But yeah, 1 point each for those two teams who both could really do with a win.
Yeah.
When all is said and done, they could both do with a win. Bournemouth Burnley. Just very quickly,
credit to Burnley. Just never gave up. Semenyo again is showing his class, and all these teams circling him.
Am I allowed to talk
Credit
about
to Burnley?
Am I allowed to talk about my bet on the show?
Yeah, of course you are. Yeah.
Cost me a few £100 that late Burnley equaliser. 90th minute.
Let me see the stubble. No, the stubble's all right. So you haven't had too much of a late one this week. It's all good.
He had a shave at least, so you can't be too down.
That was a bit.
He must have won. He must have won other bets.
Bournemouth won't be happy though, right?
Not at all. No.
That's a game
they're not on a good run at all.
Bournemouth are in danger of, albeit 17 games in, just floating. Yeah. They're not going to go down. They're not going to go anywhere higher than that. I think Semenyo leaves before January the 10th.
He's going. He's going to leave.
Brian Sunderland. Let's not talk about it. Doesn't deserve airtime. 0-0. I don't want to talk about that game. That's 0-0. Anything 0-0. We're going to make a rule on this.
No, but the only thing I would say, just one thing to you, Brighton would be unhappy with that. No, they'd be unhappy with that. Brighton would be unhappy with that.
Sunderland would be pleased with that. Another way.
Yeah, Sunderland definitely.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about it. Like I said, 0-0s don't have a place on our show. Lead. That's arguably the performance of the weekend, right?
Am I allowed to give flowers? Yeah.
If you want
Dominic Calvert-Lewin, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, man. The forgotten man.
Yeah.
Superb.
Good for him, Good for him. He's keeping himself.
I always said there was a player there. I like Calvert-Lewin because I've always felt he was one of those strikers that can lead the line. He's one of those that does keep defenders busy.
Yeah.
I don't think that's been a question mark. I think it's the injuries which have been the issue with him. I don't think he's actually ability as a footballer. But good for him.
I think the day they saw him. I think
four goals from set pieces.
Yeah. Wait, does he find himself?
No. Don't ask
the chance of going to the World Cup.
Don't ask the question. No way.
Yeah, they're lacking strikers, though, aren't they? They're lacking strikers.
If he wears that skirt, he could be a cheerleader.
Oh wow.
Well, we've seen him in it, so might as well. I'm giving him a different way of getting to the World Cup.
We've enjoyed the show as long as we've had it, so you know what I mean.
I'm just trying to give him a different.
We had a good time while it lasted. Stop! You're digging a.
Yeah.
I'm trying to give it up. I'm trying to give him a different way of going to the World Cup. But anyway,
Wolves. Go. Let's
Wolves. Is there a worse team in the Premiership ever?
No. They're all absolutely.
No, they're the worst.
They're awful, and they're about to lose.
I go back to when United played them. I've not really watched them much, and they were bloody awful. They were 6s and 7s all over the bloody place.
How did they take Arsenal to 96 minutes?
I don't know. And you'd think after that, even though they lost, it was a positive performance.
Was that the day you realised Arsenal were not winning the league?
Well,
it definitely made to beat that team.
Well, I heard today, Wolves are about to get a bid coming from West Ham for Strand Larsen. And that will be their last kind of decent player they've got in that squad. So they're doomed. And I remember when we spoke about the manager, and I said to you, I ain't got a clue what's going on here.
He's a Championship manager.
Mate, he might even get sacked before the season ends.
No, I believe they gave him the job with Championship in mind.
2 points.
They're abysmal.
Come on, man.
Well, what do you think, Suter? What's your
With
thoughts?
what?
Worst team? Worst
I think
team
they
the
are the worst team, but
the league has ever seen?
it's weird.
There's been a
because when
couple
you
of bad
watch
ones. I
them,
remember Sunderland were awful at one years back, and I
yeah,
think not was it Derby?
Derby
Many
were
years they were
awful.
bloody awful.
but you know
But I
what?
think
When you watch
shaded it.
Wolves
Do you remember
play,
that?
who?
Yeah.
Derby and Sunderland were awful at different
When you watch
periods.
Wolves play, though,
Yeah, this is
some
what
of
I
their
agree.
football's not awful.
Oh,
Sometimes,
come on.
not forget the Man
Well,
U
they're
game.
coming to
Banjo.
Anfield on Saturday or Sunday, whenever it is.
Well, I'm going to go see that. I'm going to be there on Saturday. Yeah, Liverpool at home to Wolves. But there's been a couple of games this season. I've seen them play some good stuff, but
2 points.
they're not a good team.
You've
They
been on
can't
the
get
sauce
results.
those nights. You've been on the sauce.
No, I'm just saying they have.
You
played
sure you did
all
have a
right
Christmas
couple of games.
party on those nights as
I
well?
mean, there's something going on.
No, there was a couple of games, guys.
He's
Where
covering himself for when he goes out the weekend in case.
their football's not bad.
Who have they picked up points? I mean, does anyone off the top of their head know the 2 points they picked up? Who they were
They
against?
drew with Spurs. I know they got one against Spurs.
What at the Lane?
I think it was at. I think so. Yeah.
Oh, God have mercy. And again, I'm laughing, but it could be me on Saturday, Sunday. You watch. Like anyway, we'll move
Well,
on.
we've got them on the 30th as well. So
I'm going to tell you
us at
something.
Old Trafford as well.
I'm going to tell you something. Wolves have got two
Please,
hopes.
Super, don't, please, don't.
Wolves have got two hopes.
Here we go. This is going to make a real. Tell
I'm
us.
dreading it. What's the two hopes?
They've got two hopes. One's Bob and one's no. It's not happening. There's going to be nothing for them there on Saturday. If you're a Wolves fan, enjoy your day out, seeing Anfield.
Ban, what has he done again? What has he done? Do you remember the Forest comment? Guys, she's getting nothing from Anfield.
Yeah.
Apart from a 3-0 win and 3 points.
I hope you enjoy your day out at Anfield, guys.
You must love it.
And by the way, Wolves fans, try some Scouse pie. Might as well. Day out.
He's hilarious.
All right. So that's a roundup of the week, guys.
Predictions.
Come on then, Roo.
Yeah, I'm actually interested to.
I haven't got them written down. I've got the scores.
I'm not lying either. Let me show you them there if you can see them.
Well, we've got it recorded. We've got it on tape.
So, Newcastle, Chelsea. Mario went home win, Ban went away win, and Rue went draw.
Oh, shit.
Bournemouth, Burnley, and Brighton, Sunderland, we all went home wins for both those games, so we got nothing out of that. Man City, West Ham, we went home win. Wolves, Brentford, you two went draw, I went away. I'm just saying, right? I got the point there.
He's catching us.
Tottenham, Liverpool.
He's got more chance of catching a cold.
Tottenham, Liverpool. I went away, you went away, super. Ban, you went draw.
Fuck.
Unlucky, man. You were trying to catch me this week.
Everton, Arsenal. Do you remember what you both did?
Draws.
I went away, win.
He's smashing it.
Leeds, Palace, 2 draws for you two and an away win for me. I went way off on that one. That was ridiculous. And then Villa United, actually, Ban, you went against your team. We all went home. And we got one more game tonight. So me and Mal are on home Fulham, and you are draw with the Forest game.
So how many?
I've had a shocker, I had a shocker this week.
Up until now, I've got 6. Ban's got 2, and you got 3.
Shocker.
So I guess who extends their lead up the top?
Well done, Dr. Ruth.
Thank you, Ban. I really appreciate that, mate.
Yeah,
I really
fantastic
appreciate
tipping. Well done.
Thank you, sir.
And maybe if you listened to him, Super, you wouldn't have lost your money.
I mean, Super, anything you want to...
Oh, no, actually, he tipped the Bournemouth home win, so I would have lost my money.
Oh, okay. All right.
So,
sorry about that.
You should have said draws, Rue. That would have been brilliant.
Yeah, well, you know what?
The biggest takeaway from that week is I've extended my lead at the top from 2 to 3 points. But
well, I've got a little tot up here because, I'm trying my best to keep up. And at the moment,
you're on
you, my friend, are on 46. Ban is on 43 and I'm on 39.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something, Rue. You're doing better than Wolves. You're catching us.
Yes. That's the attitude. Do you want to do this week's games while we're at it?
Let's do it. What we got, right?
I've got the fixtures here. So first game is another. You either end the week or begin it by the sounds of it. Man United v Newcastle.
Well, it's on Boxing Day. It's the only game.
Yeah, it's Boxing
Yeah.
Day. Do you know what? Oh, fucking hell, we're struggling. And
It's hard, isn't
we've
it?
not won for 3 games at home. I'm going to back my team. I'm going to go home win. Probably
And
be a draw,
and
but
then
go
we
home
wonder
win.
why he's not closing the gap at the top. Right, Roo.
I think there's 2 teams that are going to cancel each other out. So I am going to go draw.
Great. And I'm going to go away win.
Okay, so you're going away. Ban said home. Next game, Fulham v Man City. I will say away.
Yeah, away for me, Roo.
Yeah, 3 aways.
Following Arsenal versus Brighton.
Home win.
I'm going home as well, Ban.
Yeah, 3 home wins.
Then we've got an interesting one. We have Brentford v Bournemouth.
I'm
Brentford
going home
v
win.
Bournemouth. You're
Home
going
win.
for what?
Home win. Yeah.
Draw for me.
Bloody hell. I like Brentford. I'm gonna go for a home win as well.
Yeah.
Then Burnley v Everton. I'm gonna go home win there.
Draw for me.
Yeah, 2 draw. Sorry,
Draws.
home.
What are you going for, Mel?
Draw.
Draw for you as well. Liverpool Wolves. I'm going home. I guess we all are.
Home.
What was that,
Then we've got
Banjo? Draw?
Home. Don't try and make me lose points.
Then we got West Ham v Fulham.
What? We had Fulham Man City.
Yeah.
No, we had.
No, we had Fulham, someone else.
Oh yeah, Fulham Man City. So who's? Let me check. Sorry, guys.
That's right.
Who's West
Have you
Ham?
been on the Sauce Roo?
Oh, shut up.
Not
Mate, I got one bloody. I wrote them down. I obviously wrote them down.
one job. One job.
Yeah, I know. Here we go. Give me a second.
West Ham are playing Fulham.
Who are playing?
West Ham are playing Fulham on Saturday.
So who's City?
No,
I don't know where
my
Fulham
bad.
Man City came from.
No, my bad. I've wrote my handwriting. I can't read it. It's Forest Man City. Do you want to correct that? Anyone? Forest Man City?
I'm
Right,
staying
Forest
with the
Man
same.
City.
I'm staying with the same.
I'm staying away.
Yeah,
I'm
we're all
staying.
staying away.
Right. So sorry, it is West Ham Fulham, and I'm going away.
I'm going away with
You're going away as well, Ban. Super.
Down and real away, I'm going home win.
Yes.
Right. Chelsea Villa. Oof.
5:30 game.
Ooh.
I'm going to go in there and say, oh man, their defence isn't great now because of Pau Torres out. But I think they've got enough going forwards. I'm going to go.
I'm going to go home win before anyone says it.
Home win.
Chelsea to win at home.
I'm going to go draw.
Villa's one can't go on forever.
I'm going to go draw.
I'd written down a draw before Roo said that, so I'm with the draw too.
Sunderland Leeds, 2 promoted teams, both in a little bit of nice form. I'm going to go home.
Me too. I'm back in Sunderland when they're at home. That crowd and
Yep.
they got that momentum.
I'm going for a draw.
Draw. And then lastly, Palace Spurs. I'm going, as bad as Palace, I'm going home because Spurs are just.
I'll go for
I'm
a
going
draw.
home.
I'm going for a draw.
Going for a draw.
Yeah.
Lastly, Soup.
Oh. The one outcome I can't overly see is an away win, so it's whether I go with a home or a draw here. But I am, yeah, I'm going to go with a home win.
Home win. Okay, fantastic. That wraps that up.
Brilliant. Are we doing champs and chumps?
Absolutely, that's always how we end the show.
Can I go first?
Yeah.
Okay, simple for me this week. Normally I have a bit of a debate. The biggest chump is Romero. The guy is an idiot. He leads his team by example, which is not a good example. And I think that was I think they said his 5th red card in a Spurs shirt or 4th. That's ridiculously too many. And my champ is going to be Dominic Calvert-Lewin. You know, as a Liverpool fan, you know, I never liked him in the blue shirt, but credit where it's due. And yeah, just deserved it. And he's proved, is that 6 on the bounce for Leeds or 5? Some sort of record he broke.
I've seen 5 or 6. It's one or the other, 5 and 6 or 6 in 5.
Yeah, he's broke drum record, so credit to him. And well done, Leeds.
Yeah. Banjo?
I have to echo Dr. Rue, my chump is Romero. I don't think it could be anybody else. Bloody stupid. Captain right in front of the referee. Not that you get away with it with VAR, but what the fuck is he thinking?
Yeah.
He's called him an idiot, and I don't think that's a strong word. He's a bloody idiot. So if anyone's going to sue us, Romero, come and sue both of us. My champ, can I share it? I'm going to tell you why. Because Aston Villa have won 10 games on the trot. That's the kind of record that you don't really hear from.
There's only one champ.
Let the guy share it. I know where he's going with it. He's going Villa and...
Well, let me finish. Yeah. Well, yeah, they've won 10 games on the trot, and you don't normally associate that with Aston Villa. It's normally a big club like, I don't know, Liverpool or Man City or whatever. So that has been an incredible achievement. The way he's turned it around after a slow start this season has been absolutely brilliant. So I wanted to share it with Rodgers after the 2 great goals he scored. Been on the same subject, but can't I share it? Does it?
Do you know what, Ben? I'm going to make it a little bit easy for you. I think, if I'm not mistaken, you might have given it to Emery on a previous episode. So maybe to keep him happy in the middle.
Is that how you wanted to give it to?
Okay, I'll give it. I'll give it to Rodgers.
Okay,
but hat off to Emery.
Yeah,
hat off to Emery. Brilliant.
Anyway, on the opinion that most people really care about, let me get on to mine. So, chump of the week. I know you guys are looking at Romero. What's O'Brien doing?
Yeah,
I can't have hands like that. That's the only clip I've seen of that game. Both hands in front of his. Don't even know if it's in front of his face or above his head, but that's a chump. You can't be doing that.
Before you give us champ, I just remember something on that Arsenal game. Do you think that was a penalty? Saliba kicking Barry's leg? No,
I was going to bring that up earlier. That was contentious, very, very
borderline, right? Yeah. But anyway, we move on.
Yeah.
Champ.
My champ of the week, probably not for the first time this season, but Morgan Rodgers.
Yeah,
for me, he's
big fan, Super, ain't it? You're a big fan.
Player.
Yeah.
Serious player there, and that's what I'm saying. Don't hang around there for longer than you have to. If the bid comes in from someone bigger that can get you to the top quicker and can help you winning trophies quicker, and by the way, it could be Villa. If they change the PSR rules, I'm all for him staying at Villa because that'll be a project. So, it could well be Villa. So I'm not saying but with the current rules as they are, it won't be Villa. So if he gets a chance, he has to take it. Morgan Rodgers for me. And that brings us to the end of the show, guys. Thank you both.
Yeah. Normally we finish during or after a game with about 9 minutes on the clock. It'd be nice to sit down and watch this.
Fulham, yes. Yeah.
Was it Fulham? What did we say? Fulham Forest. Yeah.
Fulham Forest. Okay. One thing I do want to say is want to thank all our listeners for all your support, your feedback, and share with your friends, guys. Get your friends listening. We'd love to get more people listening and giving us their opinions.
And I'd like to take this opportunity to wish everybody who listens and you guys, Dr. Rue as well, lovely Christmas.
Yeah.
Those sentiments. Those
sentiments.
I go. They come from me too, and hope everyone has a fantastic Christmas with their loved ones and whatever you've got planned.
A safe Christmas.
Yeah, enjoy it. Don't drink too much. Not like Super. Don't drink too much. No. And
you'll miss the matches. You won't know what's happening.
Avoid casinos and gambling.
and guys, just quickly.
Here we go. Here, I can hear it. Drum.
It's coming in it.
What is it?
To any Man City fans, do not head to Fulham this weekend. Forest. Nottingham.
Yeah, all right. Apologies.
Not Fulham.
Forest.
Take care, guys. Have a good one.
See you later, guys. Thank you.
See you later, guys. Merry Christmas.